Hello, Pokemon Go trainers. Shadow Lugia Raid Weekend has come to an end, and it was a rocky start for the early time zones. Niantic made it impossible. Honestly, I'm a little surprised it's taken this long for Niantic to actually make Shadow Lugia so impossible, or just any other Shadow Legendary raids. Like, truly, there was a video of 20 players attempting to taking on one single raid, and they cannot take it out. That's insane. So Niantic, they turned off in rage mode, which no need for purified gems. I mean, Shadow Lugia is still one of the tankiest Pokemon of all Pokemon, but taking 20% more damage, but also dishing out 20% more damage. Not too. I mean, yeah. Now, this is not the first time we've had this thing in raids, and it is notoriously very difficult to catch. They actually did make it easier to catch. And, well, I actually never did any raids for this thing until this time around. Because, just luckily enough, I have a 98 shiny. It's got 14 defense, so it's so minimal, but at the high end of trying to climb up in Master League, it makes difference, but outside of that, it's almost a Shundo. So no complaints really. But yeah, Shadow Lugia, I mean, it's definitely one of the Shadow Legendaries that you would definitely consider purifying. I mean, the bulk is valuable. Now, its best move, Aeroblast, is a legacy move, and you do need an Elite Charge gem. But there's also another version, which was released one time, and Apex Lugia. You get extra damage from Aeroblast Plus, and this first Shadow Lugia, it went down to the last ball. Did I catch it? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Thankfully, nice candies. But yeah, definitely for some people, whether you want to do the Apex, Shadow, regular, maybe you got a good Shadow you want to purify. Options. I mean, there's definitely multiple. And let's see this next Lugia. No, not shiny. How dare it not be shiny? That was nice having Donwings and Crozma. I think it's the best attacker, best damage you can get against Shadow Lugia raids, which was very handy. Now, Hydro Pump. Definitely faced some Hydro Pump Shadow Lugia raids. That was annoying. That was actually the first one I battled, which fun. But other moves, and this one is Ultra League eligible. That I did catch that. Ultra League Shadow Lugia coming to the channel in the future. Ooh, Rare XL Candy. Amazing. Those things are very hard to come by. Yeah, definitely nice. And if you saw that CP, this was insane. 90, you see the stress. I have definitely had to be careful because this, 2645 was a weather boosted hundo. Did I end up catching it? I actually was at the gym before the raid popped up, and I took the gym over to get an extra couple balls. So I definitely felt a tad more secure had I not had those two extra from being the same team as the gym color, which that works for all raids. But yeah, it's definitely tricky. I did get some excellent throws. which is very nice, but it is Lugia moves around a lot. And also Niantic did compensate so the people in early affected time zones of the impossible Shadow Lugias. They gave boxes with like 10 or 5 purified gems and then like 2 or 3 premium battle passes. And I did catch it. So happy. 93. I mean the best 93 you can get, just losing a couple HP. That is huge. Huge, massive. I mean that is definitely one that's worth the power up. Now if you did like 50, then maybe you feel hard done by, but Shiny Shadow Carvanha got a Shiny Shadow from a Rocket Leader in this new rotation. Beautiful. And it's all attack. Basically no HP defense. The Ultimate Glass Cannon. And this was day 2, but the next Lugia, Shiny Shadow 2530. It is still weather boosted. Unable to be used in Ultra League, unfortunately. Like, yay, windy weather, but also like, no, that would have been fun. But I did get 2 new Shiny Shadows. First Carvanha and first Lugia, which amazing. Such a beautiful Shiny Shadow. And the last raid, 1990. Oh, actually, no, not the last raid. One more raid. Did I get 2 Shiny Shadows? 2 Shiny Shadows, maybe? No, I did not. No, I. Okay, let's. Lugias. So, Shadow Lugia, what to invest? This was my haul, so I caught 10. Unfortunately, 1 ran. Decent amount, a nice amount of XLs. Definitely happy. And this one was such a shame. This was for the boosted. If it was a couple less defense, it would be so good. And should have been eligible if it lost a couple defense. Maybe it could have lost an extra attack. Maybe that was the minimum. Yeah, maybe. I think actually 6 may be the minimum. But it is what it is. I was able to max out my fancy almost Shundo. Stay tuned to see it returning to Master League in a video on the channel. I mean, it's definitely a very strong Pokemon. The Dragon Slayer. One of the first legendary Pokemon ever made. Such a beautiful shiny. Just a nice pink belly and some pink pink flaps. The pink like eyes. A nice like eyebrows. Whatever that is. Definitely. It is a nice shiny. And there is. So this was Giovanni from Johto Tour. Shadow Lugia. Great League Shadow Lugia to come to the channel in the future. Definitely. Oh, don't. 1506. That's annoying. But the very sought after Apex Shadow Lugia. Unfortunately, mine is absolute garbage. This is one of the rarest Pokemon in the game, but I mean, there's a lot of people who have it. It's just, it's been a couple years, and you see the Aeroblast Plus. I mean, I just prefer Shadow Pokemon, and they are just stronger. Any Shadow is stronger than any Hundo of a non-Shadow in terms of just raw DPS. But it does take 20% more damage. But when Shadow Pokemon can do more damage than their Mega counterparts, like Gardevoir, that's just... I mean, at the stage of the game for me, I mean, you can see my Stardust total. And if you've seen the Master League videos, I definitely have a lot of stuff. But I thankfully already had the hundo, so I mean, if I got a purifiable hundo, would have been cool. But just lucky to not need it. And I did actually at the time decide to commit the XLs towards this thing because it's shiny 98, if I recall correctly. Maybe I already started committing towards this one, but I mean 10 out of 10 times I would be powering this up just because I like the shiny enough. If it was a bad shiny, I would probably reconsider. And of course, honestly, I feel like Ho could be returning in a future Shadow Raids. Who knows? We'll see. This is just regular Shadow Ho. This is the Apex Ho, which unfortunately not much better, but I mean it's not as garbage, but it's still pretty bad. I think I'm definitely going to be trying them out in an Ultra League team together, because why not? Maybe next season, maybe this season if I can reach Legend before. Stay tuned with the GBL videos to see if I can climb up. But Shadow Lugia, I mean there's plenty of not too many flying types. Of course Rayquaza the best, with you can change the fast move to whatever flying type fast move it is, and Dragon Ascent. You do need a Meteorite, but you also do need Dragon Ascent to Mega Evolve. Oblivion Ring, Legacy. There's no flying fast move for Yveltal. Now Shadow Salamence, if it ever gets a flying fast move, that's gonna be like one of the best. I mean, it's already really amazing DPS, but it'll get extra boost with a flying fast move for flying type damage. Fly is amazing. Sky Shaman, I would not recommend putting the effort into this thing. I mean, it's amazing grass attacker. It's just those are the legendaries you may just want to prefer. Zapdos, no flying type fast move, but you got stuff like Staraptor, Honchkrow, some of the accessible flying types that just have crazy damage. Another shiny 98, Calm Day, just totally so lucky. And if this was a Shundo, that would have been amazing. I love this, the bird. But I mean, Lugia definitely awesome investment. One of the strongest Pokemon in the game. There are just lots of other stuff that I would think you may have take priority. At the end of the day, it's up to you. Whatever you want to power up, your choice. Definitely don't recommend powering up Slacking, because that is not useful. Not useful. But if you do, okay. At level 50 Hundo, it's like 5,000 something CP, which if you want that, the only non-mega 5,000 CP Pokemon in the game. But also, it's trash. It's trash. But good luck, trainers, and I hope you had a good time with your Shadow Lugia raid weekend. I got cool new Shadow Shinies. Woohoo! And let's just go over my Shadow Shiny collection briefly. Got some of those Kanto starters, 2 snakes, Zubat, some nice stuff. Missing Shadow Shiny Zapdos. That's a bad instinct player by me. I'm also missing Suicune Rich. Very nice shiny, but got the brand new Shadow, not absolute new, but my first Shadow Shiny Carvana. Some other things. Can't wait for Bellum Community Day. That's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be awesome. Get all the candies I'll ever need. But subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. It helps the channel out massively. And thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoy the video, and goodbye.